Oh, you're so handsome, mister. Are you going home? Isn't that exciting? You're going home with your brother. That's even better. Good boys. Good boys. Did I call you a girl? See? Come on, Barracuda. Come on, Captain. Looks like you just woke up from a long nap. Oh, you want to use letterbox? Go ahead. Oh, what's the matter, buddy? Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's all right. Oh, no, it's okay. Where are you going? That's the wrong carrier. You're not going anywhere. Hi, Abby. Hi, Miss Abby. What else do we have here? Miss Abby in the sink. She's watching. Come here. Hi, Captain. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. I know, it's a different room. I've never been in this room before. I don't think. I think it was Prim. Good boy. So sweet. See? Oh, it's okay, Ellie Bear. Good boy. You want this one? You want this one? Oh, it's okay.
I know that I saw it on TV. Never done that.
Oops.
Here. Hello. Yep, so come on in. I'll just speak to the mic.
We just, I just brought them over, so it's their first time in this new room, but we thought maybe someone will see Fozzie and Henson.
Hi.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Oh my.
Too many people.
This will be a different room.
Would you like
Yeah.
a blanket to sit on?
Oh, no.
Or a chair?
No, we're okay. I just don't want to be scared of the kid.
It's just Ellie Bear's.
Oh,
One for there.
her little hairball. Here's that. Well, you guys can greet them first. Come on in and sit down and get comfortable. I'm gonna just grab a pen. It's okay, Annie. Good girl.
I just felt like a pool that the cow lost kind of reincarnation to divide into two. Here the same marking and here the face.
Here, I'm just gonna close the door behind you. And
I love your shirt.
Yeah.
I think this is, you can see on the wall which just what's not showing on the camera. So it's this side right there. So
Yeah.
just so that you know. And there's one chair in this room.
We can add a couple more blankets if would like to sit on a blanket.
Yeah.
No, you sure?
Hi, Grace.
I'll get the little loop in.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Susan.
Tiny suitcase.
Yeah.
Hi. You have so much fun. Are you excited? We weren't sure how big or how small.
Everyone says they're smaller in person than they are on the camera. And Excelsior's very soft. He's like, feels like a bunny.
Hi.
Very soft.
That is so jolly, aren't you?
Ellie Bear gets to go home
Hi.
today too. She's excited. She doesn't know it yet. Let's see. So I will give you, let's see, we have lots of, so I'm not sure who wants to do the contract. There's one copy for you guys and one for us. Oh, good. Excelsior's gonna use the litter box, so that's good.
Oh, that's good.
So you won't have to go. There's the Barracuda. Look, it's a new family.
Hi. So real.
I know you guys were so patient and
Oh
with
no,
everything.
just so it's stressful for them too.
That's nice.
Hi. Hi. We just don't want to have stressed out.
He wants to use the litter box too.
I always want to have another orange cat. Now two.
Now you got
Yeah.
two.
Uh,
Yeah, they look different too. They're
yeah.
not exactly the same. They're easy to tell apart.
What are you doing there, Kuda? Such a big boy. That's good, maybe they'll both go together. Not too bad of a drive, but it's always good to go to the bathroom first.
Right.
So we have their not so tiny suitcases.
Oh my goodness.
People send, so people made these blankets for them.
Oh, so cute. Oh, look at that.
And
Oh.
tiny toolbox.
Yep.
Oh my
Their
God.
graduation hats.
That's great.
Pictures.
So, and these are all new toys.
New toys.
Ready.
Here. Of course.
Guess
Yes.
what? We ordered those sink from them.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did?
He loves that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
loves it. See?
Oh, yeah, so interesting. Oh, we couldn't find a camper.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah, the camper is hard to find.
And I'm trying to find that grumpy cat.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
know.
correct.
That's like
I think
passed
they've-
on.
this
Oh,
one.
like this?
yeah, they've
Oh.
stopped making.
Sure.
Oh no.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
I think they've stopped making. Someone sent us a whole bunch, and now nobody can find them anymore. So
Oh wow.
Oh.
yeah, they're pretty cute though.
Do you need me to fill out both?
Just
Just the top one.
you can get ones for me, ones for you guys. So
Okay.
if you don't want to fill your own out, that's all right. And then I'll go and then this kicker and a tent. Of course, the tents are super fun.
Oh.
You just have to probably reinforce the corners with some duct tape because they'll have it all dismantled in no time. And then let's see. Suzanne listed all the who sent what for them, just in case you guys want to know.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And then let's see. This is their scented stuff.
The juice. They're full. See all these new smells in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a picture.
Like that? Would you like a
Oh,
plate?
no, okay.
We like this too.
So these are their scented toys, so they're a little bit, they don't look brand new, but they'll help them feel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They'll
yeah,
help with the
right.
transition. So fish, taco, fish, ready.
Oh, the
Oh, the basket.
And the
Oh.
basket.
turtle, the little turtle thing you
The
did.
basket turtle. The basket.
I know, that's so cute. Watching the video, it's so cute.
And then this can go, this is their scented blanket, so this can go in their crate
Oh,
with them. So
Is there
that's,
crate in there?
I think it's just outside. And then, so green.
So
so many toys.
I know, they won't get bored.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's been so great to see the two of them.
They're more bonded
Yeah.
than before that you right. They kind of like to sleep.
They do, they definitely like
You know, always the Primo and the Thistle, it's like,
Yeah.
like just different breed. Like I take another.
Yeah. And they, it's been warm, so it's the room where they are in doesn't have air conditioning, so it's, I think then they're just sprawled out.
Yeah.
Showing off your belly.
I love you, the little orange cat you have in there.
I know. That's when I had my
So-
son and I was in the hospital for a while and my sister-in-law just brought that. So
Oh.
I've been saying,
So sweet.
Oh, he looks like him.
I know.
we have another orange, orange cat.
Oh, you've got
You need
in there
Should we trim your nails real quick?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna trim their nails, just in case.
I think there might be.
And here you go. A box full of bugs.
Oh.
We put those on camera sometimes and people think they're real.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's your fault?
I wonder if there's some extra food
Oh.
here maybe?
No, I'll put those. Susan's on it. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. Are you gonna have so much fun? So had them.
How's Pip been doing?
Oh, he's doing really well.
Oh.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. It was, that was a tough.
Yeah.
I know.
We were scared, but we got, now you've seen Peggy. We have
Oh,
Peggy.
Peggy, she
Oh,
loves
yeah.
her confirmation.
She does.
Hello.
She
Pay
does.
attention to me.
It's so, oh,
Where are they?
I don't, I'll really have to look. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh.
who's that?
Ellie or Henson?
Oh.
Behind.
Is there someone in there?
Oh, he stuck his
yeah.
head in it.
Oh.
There's two bigger cats in there.
Okay.
Oh.
That was just live in this room and I
Oh.
guess they're not used to.
Used to the.
And he put his little
Oh,
hand.
okay, so that.
Good like. So cute. Oh, oh. You just don't go over there. You stay here. You stay here, mister. You need to go upstairs.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's
Cute. What's in there?
There's so much stuff in this room. We're having great weather while you're here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It is. This is such a beautiful town.
Yeah, it's a nice little town. The trees and everything.
Oh,
It's gorgeous.
Just the
I've
main
been told
strip.
it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
How long have you guys been in this location now?
Well, she's been here for a few years now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
I know.
found the heavy duty one.
I know, I found a box of. I'm not sure how this one's some sort of safety mechanism
Yes,
that
I
is
had one like that.
smarter than me.
Oh, that's wow. That's
I'm gonna
nice.
try this one because I can figure this one out. Excelsior.
Excelsior. I will get
What a good boy. I know it's so much more exciting over there.
Oh,
She's so explore.
yeah.
I know it's ridiculous. And it's done.
Yes.
And Barracuda's back to.
She's pretty good. She just this morning started having pus in her ear again.
Oh,
so
no.
I know. So we have a follow-up appointment Wednesday. And we'll see what, hopefully, I don't know, we're waiting on some test results, so. But she doesn't seem to, she seems to be eating okay for now, so far.
She always feel like
Always
nothing
referred
wrong with me.
No, I'm
yeah.
just, oh, I know, definitely.
She was like, what
I'm
are you so
fine.
worried about?
Yeah, she's definitely full of energy. Beans, yes, there. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit better. And maybe you too, mister, because you also have little, so big, little kitten talons. Really sharp. Oh, such a good boy.
We had a for food for a while. We're so tired of brushing them that he just want to get brushed all the time, so we got it. The first 3 days he was using it.
It's a nice carrier.
Oh, if you can like that. Oh, you can get that.
Oh yeah,
She's
with
okay.
like those top loading ones.
You can take the bottom blanket out.
Thank you, so you have more space.
Yeah,
You can have
Oh,
the
is that
ones
just
when
for
they're
boys?
scented.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, you can
Oh, and
exchange
that's
that.
gold with the nuts.
Oh, yeah.
We've been nesting for a little
Hi.
while.
Hi.
Oh, nice red blanket. Ooh. Very
So-
soft too.
Good job.
Is the barn far away? The cut was.
With the where these guys
Yeah.
came from? It's about 20 minutes maybe.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so we still have a few cats out there that we need to get, but the last little few are elusive, so it's gonna take us a while to get them probably, but.
On our way up here, there's a barn.
I
There's
know.
another
Yeah,
barn.
so right,
right.
Oh, boy.
I know, we'll never run out of cats to stay and neuter, that's for sure. Lots of them. One a good boy. I'll go through the rest of your paperwork with you. Maybe. And
Yeah, maybe I think when we got food from Montana, we had to visit her for 1 month, and he was a test mom from animal shelter. And I think he must be one of the barn cat, and they got to that he was stuck in between the supermarket double door. So they called animal shelter, and when I saw him, I just called and said, well, somebody wants to him too, so whoever gets here first.
Oh no, so you raised it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got it.
So you might, these are their health certificates. No one has been asked for these at the border, but just in case. Microchip information and just letters from the vet saying that they're healthy and in case they ask you. They probably won't. And then the last part is their medical history, so you can see when they got vaccines and what they
okay,
got
great.
and what kind of deworming they've had.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
You're ready to go? Boy. And then the last page is just some information about keeping them healthy,
Okay.
like how to take their temperature, how to check their heart rate and their respiration, and things that would be good to know. Like if you ever suspect they're sick, things that your vet will ask you so that you can be prepared. And it's good to know kind of their respiration and all the stuff about them when they're healthy, so that if they become sick, then you'll know kind of what the difference is. So that's just a little information. Hi, he's
Has
excited.
anybody adopted from the US?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we have quite a few cats
Oh, okay.
in your area actually, and
And then just tell them we adopt a cat or just
yeah, they'll ask you why you came
Right.
up, and you
We'll
can
just
just say
say
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So they've had many tiny kittens through the border.
Oh, okay.
They always have different people there, but it shouldn't be an issue hopefully. And yeah, because we've had quite a few. In fact, Ellie's going to California.
Oh,
I
wow.
know. So we've had
Nice.
lots in California and
Driving back.
I think they're flying.
Flying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty much it's actually 50 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so wonderful.
So she got a little bit of. So that's, I think
Hi,
that's
you
what
can
we've
take
got.
Oh, he likes it in there. Perfect.
He's ready to go. And you guys have done a Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Oh,
set
good.
up, but we just put the profile and then once we get home and then we download. right?
It's an amazing network that you kind of created there.
It's neat that so many adopters are willing to continue to tell their stories after they go home, because it's cool to see, like, sometimes people, that's for you guys, sometimes, you know,
Cat is getting quite chunky.
yeah, yes, you'll have people micromanaging their weight. But, oh, and also, are you guys in the adopters group on Facebook yet?
Not yet.
Okay, we'll get you added there.
Okay.
It's like a secret group on Facebook just for adopters, so it's a very safe place to, if you have any concerns or questions, or, you know, anyone left a weird comment on your Facebook page, you can just ask. It's all the other adopters, and they've all been through everything before, health issues, anything like that. So you can ask. There's like no such thing as a stupid question in there, and they're all super supportive. So anything that happens, you can it's like a weird little family that you're now you're part of.
Yes, we all infected by
Yes,
cat.
you've all been infected. So now you're part of
Drink
this.
of water.
That's good. Hydrate for the road. Yeah. It's gonna be so quiet over
I
there.
know.
Down to four.
There's always two of them. They were pretty active.
Oh, I know. They didn't get as much field trip time as usual because of Piggy. You know, we didn't want to
Yeah.
expose
Oh,
him to
no, right.
the virus that these guys kind of, and so it was. So I think they're gonna be really excited to have some.
Yeah, we're just gonna start with the bathroom and
Perfect.
our bedroom, and it's slowly,
Perfect.
gradually.
That's perfect. So I think they're gonna.
Oh, so we're leaving for California, but I'm gonna shorten up trip to be back in 4 days. Then,
Okay.
we have a neighbor willing to come twice a day, but then would that be okay if we board them?
I think so.
Yeah, because I would rather have a more close eye on them.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do better in their home environment. These guys are pretty confident, so they'll probably adjust okay to
Just board them.
being boarded.
Right.
Yeah.
So and they're together.
Yeah, as long as they're kept together.
Right.
I think they would.
Send them their blankets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
that'll be right. So,
They should.
but we ask the vet what their recommendation or any other places.
Yeah.
Just kind of worry about just being left,
Yeah,
being checked.
yeah. Yes, they're pretty
You wanna
much
come back with
adaptable.
me?
And they're vaccinated, so they're.
Yeah.
Because usually sometimes they want to.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring their health info and everything. Some of the boarding places have cameras that you can watch them.
Oh,
Which one?
wow.
Yeah.
I know.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Or you can get one for your house too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. But they haven't been in this room before, and it's totally new to them. So
It's so nice
it's pretty
to
fun.
see
So the outside is. So I think that's everything. What do you guys have any questions or concerns? I know, isn't he so? He's like a bunny. Very soft.
Mhm.
He's got a regular cat. He's regular soft. He's pretty soft too, but he's the soft. He's very soft.
I do love this thing. Oh, I need one for my cat. So, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, you can, of course, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll
Thank you.
we'll get you through whatever.
Let you guys know how things go.
Yeah.
We're adding on PowerPoint up there.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Is somebody interested in Clear?
We do have a good single application, but we're kind of hoping that someone would adopt her with Eternity.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
good.
Oh, that'd be so.
Yeah.
We love Eternity.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. I
She
know.
is. Yeah.
Such a good
So
We
talked
could
about
we
it.
talked about it.
I can go get it for you.
Yes. Oh, she is.
Yeah, she's sweet.
She
She
is
is
sweet.
Yeah. She's
But I wasn't
mom.
sure that what
Yeah,
if
she's
she
very
better to
good.
go with the 2 kitten because I want her to stop being mom.
Yeah,
Right,
to be able to be a kid
Right,
herself.
Chloe just transformed.
Yeah,
She was so
that's
tired.
true.
Right, so that maybe later.
I think
Yeah,
she's still shy, but she's so sweet and she loves being petted. She just
And she's young, right?
she is she's young and so I think and she's been playing with these guys and
Right.
mouthful of fur.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna love being in a home and I think she'll love being with a kitten or another cat because she's used to putting other
She's
cats around.
right.
She's
But she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
she's so beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
The face.
That face.
Sandy
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Her face and her ears.
Yeah, her
are
ears,
so-
yeah.
Bunnies.
It's so cute. And she was also so sweet when we brought Woodstock and Pigpen and we were like desperate to try to get them warmed up and give them some milk. And she just was like curled up around them and when they meowed she was
She was just-
concerned.
yeah.
She was so sweet.
She's-
But
Yeah.
we didn't want to.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so we'll see. So if we don't get any applications, maybe
Yeah. I like yeah. Right.
One litter
By
box,
then,
two
yeah.
litter box.
I know.
And then by then they go from
Like
It's
2
okay.
or 3,
It's
she's
okay.
small.
Yeah,
She's a
it's
small
okay.
cat. She
She's
doesn't take
small,
that much.
right?
She's
Yeah.
quiet.
So by the time they'll be the same size.
No, I'm sure they'll be bigger than her.
Oh, yes.
She's only 3 kilograms or so.
Oh, wow.
So just little. But she was only 2,
That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
well, 2.5 maybe when she came in.
She's a year, 2 years?
Yeah, about 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Almost.
Do you think that's her first pregnancy?
I think it's possible. We actually did some DNA. We're trying to get some DNA swabs about the previous litter with
Mhm.
Groot and the
Her
first.
group.
Yeah, the Groot litter and Herbie because we are curious whether those are her kittens because we never found when we did all
Oh,
those
yeah,
cats
yeah,
that we tracked, we
yeah.
didn't find one that could have been their mom. So
Oh.
Mm.
and she was very elusive. So so it's possible that that would have been her first litter. I would
Yeah.
think. So
Oh, did you find something? Oh,
She
it is on the nipple.
No.
She deserves to be kitten again.
I know she does. And she's definitely getting there.
Yeah. Dave's so good at
Oh,
interacting
I
with
know.
her and yeah.
He's made it his goal to he wants her to get some lap time.
Oh,
and
that's really
so
good.
he's working on it. I think she's gonna come around
Yeah.
pretty fast. So cute. Oh, they're gonna have so much fun.
Mhm.
There are 2 babysitters for you guys.
Yeah, don't get spoiled.
I know.
Oh, that's a favorite for all the kittens.
Oh, you can
Oh.
make that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the. Oh, you can make things.
And he's never seen it before, but there's always a
They
special.
have one scented orange one.
Oh, there's one in here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Please.
We've gotten so big.
What's the other?
They were so little.
She was worried, but they'll be so big now. Not small.
Yeah, they look big to me, but they are still pretty little.
Right. Because I think by the time they are old enough for a pet, our
Mhm.
Pooh was 10, so
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
he just does not want to.
Yeah.
It's that
Yeah,
much.
so they got slapped a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice to have a kitten.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
love it. They're gonna have so much fun. Getting into all sorts of trouble.
Yeah. I see it already. It's cute.
Right? Oh, you Sasha. You're so cute. You're so cute, baby.
Okay, you ready to go home?
Yeah? You wanna go?
Mom,
You wanna go? I'm gonna take the balls out so they can stay.
Here's your
Great.
all the things, the accessories.
Hi.
Do you want to look at the camera there?
You
Can
can
take the
take that.
front or should I come?
Why don't you take the another
Or
cap?
doesn't it? Do you want to put them in the front?
I'm excited. You're going on a big adventure. Have fun. Maybe we'll go back.
Yeah.
Oh, this one? This.
It's on.
Oh, such a good boy. Suzanne, do you need to sleep?
Oh no. Oh no. It is fine.
One more.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Move the tent over there. Get rid of the corner one. They're just behind you. The camera. You can watch with on this way. The one with this right here.
Okay. And we'll post Facebook page and all that stuff
Okay.
shortly, everybody. So thanks for tuning in. All right. Thank you guys so
Oh,
much for
thank
being
you
on the
so
camera.
much.
you.
Yeah, I know that.
Bye,
There's
Lee.
a lot of people.
Have fun. I know.
Do you want mommy to do it? Mom, can you get it?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please. Oh, is it,
Yeah.
the adoption? Yeah. Oh, you can do, yeah, you can do online. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can. It's okay. Come up here. snacks. So don't forget. Brush you one more time. I'll spiff it up. Good girl. Ah. Oh, my sweetheart. Good girl. Oh, look at all that. That feels so good. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. You're going to California. Oh, that'll be nice and warm there, huh? Nice, nice ride. Have a good girl. Good girl. Oh, oh, that's okay. Sorry.
Hi. Just me, friend. Your scary friend. More scary cats. Alright, so this is.
Maybe just scratch your root if you want. You can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe I'll take the 10 touches. But no, it's good. And they just had a piece, so that's good. Okay.
So this is. Oh, Evie, you're so beautiful. You're gonna have such a big adventure.
Yes. It's coming up soon.
So this is. Oh, it looks so empty already. Turn these.
Continuous syndrome.
These are the wild things. They, we've had them for so long because they were pretty sick. They came from the Happy Forest property owner. Hi. So we adopted out 3 of the kittens this week basically, and so we have Mommy and Judith left, 1 kitten. We're gonna see how they do up here so that you guys can actually see them and fall in love with them on the camera because they're ready for homes. Fiera is the mom. She's super sweet. What do you think? New friends for you? We'll see how they do with the Fozzie and the Henson. You can have a big adventure. You're so beautiful.
Judith. Getting so big.
Yes, Suzanne has spent many, many hours with these guys, helping them.
She's gonna be a lap cat. She purrs and likes to be petted. Very affectionate.
Yeah.
So is Mom. They all were actually sweet. Very
Very
sweet.
sweet.
And Judith. And very playful.
Yeah, so they've been here. Let's see, how long have they been here? And then we also have currently, I think about 16
Wow.
kittens upstairs.
Upstairs. 16 or 17? Lost count.
that came from Piggy and Peggy's colony. Gwen will get a call like late at night, and she just drops everything and goes and gets whatever he's willing to give her. And so we're working with Boca is going to help us with foster homes and help them get adopted, and we're going to pay their we're going to pay their expenses, and Boca is going to help them find homes. So that's awesome that they're willing to help us with that, because we have been overextended since like February, and it will be nice to be able to spend some more time with the ones we have already. Keep an eye on the front. So they have been here. Yes, we have so many. Let's see. 77 days these guys have been here. That's a long time.
Yeah, more than 2 months. 2 months and 2.5 almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's time you go home.
They had like really bad ringworm and upper respiratory infections, and so that's when and the property owner had been trying to socialize them for some people that he had that wanted to adopt them, and then was concerned because they were so sick, and so then that's when he contacted me, and we of course fit them in somehow. But now they're healthy and ready to go, so that's good.
They're very clean, super clean cats.
Very clean, very beautiful. Look how beautiful they are. And what else? And then we have, of course, Fozzie and Henson, who need homes, who are in the nest back there, because they're not quite as brave, but extremely handsome. So handsome. Maybe they'll come out when it's a little less activity. But so these guys, we need homes for these two, and Fozzie and Henson, and Eternity and Clea, and Thistle and Primrose, and Piggy and Peggy. Is that it?
Yeah, that's Judith.
So brave.
Judith.
So brave. Judith. Look how beautiful she is. She's like, wow, you're not Auntie Suzanne. You're not my Suzanne. And Ellie Bear is going home in 20 minutes or so. Oh, oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Oh, God, Judith. Oh, it's okay.
We'll see how things go. If it doesn't work out, then it's but oh, look at her. She loves her Auntie Suzanne.
You're so brave.
So brave. You will like this room so much better with the big window and.
Okay, let me go this way.
Oh, Ellie.
I've never seen that one before.
I know. Ellie Bear got a little bit of gabapentin to help her. Her little tooth. To help her.
Okay.
Hopefully relax on her trip. She's gonna go on a plane, I believe.
I'll go back to Mom.
Safe with the
Safe with
mom.
Mom. I should have listened to Mom.
I know, and just staying here.
Who's that look for? Oh, Ellie. Let's go.
So pretty.
What? You're bringing another one here?
I know. Maybe I'll pet the boys and see if they feel like being brave. Probably not. It's a lot of excitement. Hi, please. We push your boundaries a lot, don't we? It's good for you. It's good for you. Did your brother drool on your butt? Is that what brothers do? Oh, what a handsome boy.
Come here, Izzy. Yes. Wanna get brushed?
So I think we will have Facebook pages for everybody. I think. We are working on it. So I'll post that when we have it. We're hopefully, once we get the 15 new cats, we have to get them all sort of assessed and everything, and then find their foster homes, and then oh, such a big handsome
Maybe
boy.
switch the camera.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Look at you. You can be brave, can't you? I'm trying to find. There we go. Judith was not born here. Oh, look at you. Look at this big boy. He's so handsome. Judith, they were, how old were they when they came? They were probably 7 or 8 weeks when they came. maybe 6 weeks. I'm trying to remember. It was, if you guys remember that Dave and I were doing lime sulfur dips. Or we actually did baths because that was when we had we ran out of the lime sulfur dip because we unexpectedly had Ridge with the ringworm and who else? We had a whole bunch. And so it was, I think over Easter weekend, we were giving them ringworm baths. And then, so they were not born here. Look at you being so brave. So brave. Oh, look at this handsome boy. He looks like a werewolf and Henson looks like a vampire. Don't you? So handsome. These boys are very sweet, but they are definitely shy at first and a little noise sensitive, aren't you? You're sensitive, but so handsome. Oh, so handsome, aren't you? What a good boy. Are you going to show everybody how handsome you are? Where's your brother? He's up here. Hi. Oh, such a big boy. Look at this big handsome boy. So fluffy. Ooh. Such a good boy. Are you going to come out? You take home. I hope that you will like your new roommates. Such a good boy. Look at them, so handsome. So handsome. I know. I think that was Henson. A little baby meow for a big boy. Oh, such a big boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Here. We're friends, right? We're friends. Are you nervous? It's all right. Way to sell it. Oh, they've had a big morning. It's all right, boys. It's all right. It's all right. Such good boys.
You're going home soon.
Her gabapentin staring at the wall. Hi.
You've never seen in this corner before.
That's a good boy. Are you a good boy? What a good
She
boy.
loves this brush.
Oh, we should have to send that. What a good boy. Ain't too cool. What a good boy. I know it's a lot of excitement today. Such good boys. Look how handsome you are. So handsome. Oh, look at her. A lot of excitement. These two are big boys. But they would do great in a quiet home where they get lots of love. Right, boys? It's quiet here a lot of the time, but not all the time. But they do get good snuggles. But it would be so nice for them to have a home of their own. Right, buddy? Such a good boy. Oh, do you see a new friend over there? Is that making you nervous? I think you might like them. You did so well with Ellie Bear. He's giving it a look. Are you going to be brave? You can do it. Do you want a snack? You want a snack?
There's a treat sometimes.
He's like, that's not a treat, that's just my kibble.
Just regular food. And I think
In the drawer?
in the drawer.
Here, I'll close this for a minute. You want to be excited?
Oh, you like it too. Did the magic sound?
Sound of deliciousness.
A little bit.
Do you want one over there? I'll slide you a treat. Do you want this? Ooh. He's suspicious. Look, you can feel brave.
Here you go.
Right there.
Want snuggles instead?
Such a good boy. Are you such a good boy? You're such a good boy. Tasty. Do you want? Yes, you do. Oh, so you should come out and show everybody how magnificent you are. These were some of Grandpa Mason's first graduates. These two. You're a good boy, and I just love pulling you. Will you be sad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this big boy. Oh, he's a big boy. A big handsome boy. Oh, such a big handsome boy. Look how brave your brother is. He's gonna get a treat for being so brave.
Yeah, such a cat.
Oh, I did it. I got it.
Oh dear, yeah. I keep forgetting you can.
Yes. You can have a treat. There we go. Delicious. You seems to fit in my lap so much better. Okay. Look at, there he is.
Look at this beautiful.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
Fuzzy.
Oh, Fozzie. Take it slow, Foz. He has unfurled himself. Henson, what do you think?
What a big boy. What a big brave Fozzie boy.
So brave. Are you going to be brave like your brother, do you think? I don't know if that's coming from
No, you've been behind
this big boy.
behind the chair.
Okay, it's your turn to be brave like your brother. You can do it. There's snacks too. Oh, such a big boy. There we go.
You want to get through?
You ready? Oh, good. You can say bye-bye to Ellie.
You can have your
Fuzzy britches.
top bunk again.
Oh my goodness, so dramatic. Oh, I got it. I gotcha. Hey, you're alright. This is your friend. Oh, it's so much excitement. Maybe we will do supervised visits with the girls. It's alright. Here, have a snack. Yeah? You need to go back to your nest of safety.
You like sit here though. That'll be.
You can be brave. You can be brave. I know it's a lot of excitement. I know. You're so brave, Fozzie. Such a good boy. And you're very beautiful. You're very beautiful. Oh, there, that's perfect. That's perfect. Big, handsome boy. They look very intimidating when they do one of their big hisses, but they are, like when he whacked me even, he didn't even leave a mark. They just get nervous. And we push the boundaries on them we're trying to help them build their confidence by experiencing new things in controlled environments, but because it will help them find the right home and be less stressed out. But but they do express their nervousness. For sure. Hi. Boy. Oh, do you want to see your brother up on the windowsill? You can show everybody how handsome you are. I know, see, I'm being pushy today. You want to go close to brother or far? Oh, don't hiss at your brother. That's your best friend. That's your best friend. What good voice. What a good brave boy. Look, there's snacks up here and everything. Oh, is my laptop hissing at you? Maybe he doesn't like my laptop there. Of course, then I can't see it, but there's the car. It's all right, Henson.
I can go wait.
Oh, goodness. Okay, here, go back in here, Mama. Go back in your nest. Oh, goodness.
I'll go wait out.
Oh,
You handle it.
little hissy boys. They're such hissy boys. Oh, sorry, I muted. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. You're going to be excited to get out of here. Aren't you, Ellie Bear? Because these boys are big. They're big. They're so big. They're so little and cute. What a good girl. You're not in that basket, boy. What a good boy. You're a good boy. Such a good boy. So handsome. being concerned. You're alright. You're very beautiful. Aren't you so beautiful? Okay. Don't give her that look. Here, let's turn it around this way. See? Oh, that's better view, isn't it? That's a better view. And you're so beautiful. Oh, well, you can make a run for it. That's all right. You can. You can go if you want. All right. And then there was one. Look, now you can come back. Oh, such a good girl. There you go. There you go. The right one. Oh, do we have some brushes for you? Oh, I know. You're being very brave. You're gonna have a big day today, and then tomorrow, tonight even, you're gonna meet your family. I don't know if you had. We don't know if she had a family before this. Oops. Oh, it's all right. Maybe. It's all right. Okay. Oh. So beautiful. What a beautiful girl. Okay. We have some. Oh, she's so beautiful. See? See? Oh, it's so nice. He's so little. There we go. She was spayed as part of a TNR program 6 years ago in Chilliwack, which is far away from here. Well, like 45 minutes drive. And then she ended up in Walnut Grove being fed by some nice people. And, whoops, you can't see how cute she is. Isn't that beautiful? And they were concerned about her because there was a raccoon that had moved in and was being aggressive toward her. And we didn't know she'd been spayed, or we didn't even know she was a girl at that point. And then we brought her in and got her all fixed up and cleaned up, and she was super scared at first, but then she just really loved being brushed, and then she got used to being petted. So we don't know if she had a family at one point. We don't know how she got so far away from her original colony, but we do know she's very sweet and adorable. Yes, she is so very sweet. And she's going to have a great life now. She's going to become an American. Aren't you? So beautiful. So beautiful. So she did get some happy meds, but she'll still be nervous. But it'll be awesome for her to get into a home where can just get to know everybody and get some more attention and more brushes. She just loves being brushed. So, very good. Yeah, so her ear is You're so beautiful. It's called a hematoma. It's from untreated ear mites, chronic ear mites. And they like shake their heads and separate the 2 layers of skin, and then their ears permanently get crumpled like that. So she will be permanently crumpled, but this has been restored. So I don't know, maybe we'll see how things go with Judith and Fiera, but the boys are a little bit on edge because of all the excitement, I think. But it would be nice. It's a nicer room for them, for sure. Yes, her ear makes her very special. She's very special. You guys can't see. She's being cute in the oh, maybe you can. Maybe I can switch it a little bit. I can switch it. There we go.
Oh, which one?
Now it's on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Going on the right there. So cute. I can see I have the front camera, so I'll see when they pull up.
Oh, good.
So many cameras. So did you hear that the RCMP came by about 3:30 this morning?
Why? Is the cat escape?
No, someone had called and they thought they heard screaming or something.
In here?
I don't know. I'm not sure where, but so they were like,
Oh, they
so I
knocked
let
on
them
the
in.
door?
Yeah, they knocked.
Oh my
They
God.
knocked, and then I was like, I had to get up to feed the kittens anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Who called the RCMP?
I know. It is good though. Like if something were to ever happen,
Yeah, exactly.
like they thought and it's possible sometimes there are kids that walk by and yell and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
possible they did hear something.
Maybe it was all the kittens upstairs. The 17 kids, because they get pretty noisy when you get playing.
Yeah.
And you hear them.
The
bumping
17
around.
extra cats. Very possible.
Some of them are pretty friendly. Is that good man's in you?
They were very nice, but I'm sure they're like, they were trying to figure out what now? There's a live stream of kittens. And I was of course like concerned about all the kittens. They're like, no. They thought you were in distress. I was like, oh, no, I'm fine.
Unless you were screaming in your sleep, maybe.
I know, maybe I was.
Maybe.
Maybe I was on the TV was on. Did someone turn the TV on? Probably.
So were they here for long?
No, he just came in and looked around and
Oh, you
saw that
look fine.
everything was under control.
It's funny.
I know.
Didn't it happen before too?
Yeah, it happened. But the last time was because they thought a kitten was
Oh right, it was
strangling itself on
that's
something.
right.
But it wasn't about
There wasn't a fish
the
tank.
yeah. Oh, the fish tank. I know. It's been exciting around here. There's snacks for you. Such a good boy. Are you a good boy? Oh, such a good boy.
What are you doing there?
We
Very
ask so
quiet.
much. We ask so much out of you, boys. So Piggy and Peggy were excited because they got their bottles a little bit early. Well,
Oh, this that
Piggy was in the bottle and Peggy is eating kibble and canned food.
So Piggy is still on the bottle, but just a syringe that suckles up.
I've been trying to get him to eat. He's kind of interested in the kibble. So I think we'll get there maybe today, but I've been giving him the bottle in between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. and they both pooped in the litter box.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So
They're so
good.
advanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Especially Piggy with
Yeah.
a mom to show him
I
what
know.
to do.
And you probably heard from Gwen, but we thought that they were from separate litters and they were both the sole survivors of their litter. But Gwen talked to the man again, and he said that it was the same mom. And then I guess she had taken Peggy with her. Possibly she was in the middle of the move,
Yeah.
you know, and wasn't going to move the other ones. But anyway, she ended up just with
Yeah.
Peggy, and then we ended up with Woodstock and
siblings.
Pigpen. I know.
That's the best.
I know.
That's the best story.
I know. So they're reunited, but it's interesting. It's so interesting because they, from like day one, were separated. So they're the same but different. And
Yeah.
she's so cat social, and he's so human social. She's human social too,
Oh,
but
yeah. Well,
he's so-
he is. Gosh, he looks at you like,
yeah.
he's
I
that's his bottle. He just looks.
know.
He's always staring at you. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, you're my mom.
I know. That's, he thinks the humans are his mom, and she thinks Mason's her.
That was a cute video.
So apparently she's the mom's a tabby.
Oh, okay.
So we are gonna try to get the
Sure.
adults there
Yeah.
taken care of, but
Yeah, and Woodstock was little panther.
yeah, little panther. We don't know. I don't know whether there was a third one that
Yeah.
the man had that had passed away already. So we don't know what that
And
one's
there could have been others too. Who knows?
Yeah, there could have been more,
Yeah. Tabby.
but it's neat that they get to be back together
Oh
again.
yeah, that's the best story. I mean, they'll learn to play together, and
Yes, they have been.
They
They
have-
they even in the first 24 hours, Peggy went from like hissy and like, what is this other tiny cat in front of me? And
Yeah.
they like love each
that's
other.
amazing.
So
That's
cute.
so cute.
So cute.
So cute.
So cute.
And Piggy's bigger, weighs more.
Yeah, I think she'll catch up now that she's eating.
Yeah, but he's been well
more.
fed.
Yes, he has been.
Always on time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been handled so much by humans.
Yes, he's so cute. He just has to look at a human and he starts.
You know, Peggy has she purred yet?
She purred a little bit
Oh,
yesterday.
good.
Yeah, just for a briefly.
Oh, well, it's a start.
Yeah,
It's all new to her.
yeah,
She was taken away from her mom, so that would have been,
yeah.
didn't want the bottle at all. Right?
No.
No way.
That bottle is not the same.
When I was feeding Piggy with the syringe, she suckled on it. It was like a bottle.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's all. He didn't want the bottle.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was just suckling on the syringe, and I saw
Uh-huh.
it, kept pushing
Yeah.
the food out, and his paws would go.
So cute.
I said, wow, he took the whole, whatever, I don't know,
10,
10, probably, is that what it holds?
probably. The one that goes about this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the gruel and
Yeah.
when he gruel and milk, and he sure liked that. So he's eating a bit of solid.
He would, I don't know if he actually, well, he did swallow a few kibbles, but he's
licking it
picking
from
them
the
up
finger.
and
Yeah.
spitting them out, and he's
Interested.
interested.
Aura.
Yeah, I know.
Food.
I know, putting one in his mouth and then it comes out the wrong, he chews on it and then it comes right out the front.
So cute.
He's very adorable.
So you can get some sleep. At least you don't have to boggle every
Yeah,
3 hours.
yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So if not for the RCMP, it would have been,
It would have been a better sleep.
yeah, because it's been a long time,
Yeah.
but we're getting to the easier part.
Yeah.
Finally.
Moving around pretty fast, especially Miss Peggy.
Oh, I
She-
know.
She almost steps the same way as Grandpa. She-
Mhm. Little Prancer. She's a
Hi,
little
sweetie.
Prancer.
Nice and calm. Everybody must be pretty calm by now.
Yeah. Henson
What
looks
about
like
you?
he's
What you doing there?
Henson's chilling. Here I can I'll switch to the, oh, it's blurry. You can see Henson.
Fiera and Prim and
Thistle.
Thistle.
And Eternity.
Yeah, now it's special, just one-on-one milk bar almost.
I know. I don't think there's any milk left, but she's still.
Because I saw the two, the little one nursed for the first time.
Yeah, they are
And
definitely still
yeah.
nursing. I mean, she lets them nurse.
Yeah, for a
But
while they
I
would
don't
just
think-
watch at the
yeah.
beginning. It was kind of sad.
I know.
The big kittens were there, but now they have marble toys.
Why is this? Focus and go. There we go. Now there's focus. Henson, relaxing.
Are they both in there?
I know Fozzie is on the cat tree.
Okay, they
When
like
is
that cat tree.
I know, they do. He's so handsome. What a handsome boy.
There's a little blanket on top because I don't know if they're flying or driving, how big they can
Oh, yeah.
is. So I've got this one. This one has been in the room for a long time. I don't know if anybody noticed. It's been there for weeks. I mean, you started scenting early, but it won't be too big.
Let's
And
see.
I've got this one being scented as well in case that one
Okay.
fits the carrier. And if that was to don't fit, there's another one
You're on
on
it.
the tree.
Suzanne's not sending
Tiny one.
anyone home unscented.
No, it's gotta be scented, right?
Yes, especially for the plane ride. I'm pretty sure they were asking about. Although maybe that was someone else.
I don't know if they can take the goodie bag home. No, that's
Oh, right. We can mail it. We can send it.
maybe
if it's too big.
some stuff.
Let's see. I think they must be driving. Oh, well, I don't know. And Gwen is off now for 2 weeks. I know. Well deserved vacation. I don't think well, I know she hasn't taken 2 weeks off since
Yeah,
A
she's
long
putting in
time.
long hours. So.
she needs a break.
Yeah, she does.
So that's very good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Come back nice and relaxed.
Hopefully. Or she won't want to come back. She'll finally be back and then she'll be like, oh,
Oh, I don't think so.
too much work. But hopefully she'll have a good time.
Yeah, sure she will. The weather's good. I don't think she cares whether
I know.
she's having some time off.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a vacation.
Yes. We have to do lots of self-care in this job.
Just you ate all your breakfast. You have a full tummy. That's good. She prefers the wet food to the kibble. There's nothing else. She'll eat the kibble. Right? Unless the boys eat it. I don't know. What's the matter? You've never sat on that chair before.
She's probably, it's been a very exciting morning
Yes.
for everyone. Lots of excitement. So we'll just have, oh, I see someone slowly driving by. Nope. Continuing on. Not our people.
Good in traffic too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And maybe the flight
We
was
don't know
delayed.
where they're landing, right?
Yeah. So let's see, what other updates do I have? So Aura had her another palate surgery on Wednesday, and they cleaned her ear out really well, and it was looking so good and staying clean, and then this morning she shook her head and the pus flew out. I was like, no.
Oh no. She's doing so well.
I know. So we're waiting on. We should have culture results from when they cleaned her out in the next day or two. I don't know if we need to change antibiotics or something.
So she's still on the wet food?
Yeah. So she's still on the wet
No.
food. Yeah.
She's enjoying that part.
Yeah. And she hasn't been doing. She's had some snot rockets, but I haven't seen a ton of food in there. So I think hopefully everything's still closed up, but who knows if it will stay closed up this time. But we're just gonna keep
How
trying.
many times can they do the surgery?
I don't know. I think because they're just sort of like freshening the edges and sewing it back together instead of, they can also do like like make flaps from her palette and then they sort of sandwich it and sew it. But that, once they do that one, I think it creates scar tissue, and then if that doesn't work, then I think it's, you know, so I think she's hopeful that eventually, you know, it may take another couple tries, but we may get everything this way, and perhaps she was still growing after the last one.
Right, so it opens because she grows and
Maybe.
she needs more.
Possibly, yeah. So I think she's done growing now.
She's what, 2?
She's
1? No,
a year and a half, April to August.
she's always gonna
Almost a
be
year now.
a kitten.
Yeah, she's always gonna look like
A big kitten.
and act like a kitten. So she's doing well, but she's restricted to the bedroom.
She can't get into trouble.
Trying to keep her from biting anything hard.
Right, and then the kitten's not, they're
Yeah.
not vaccinated yet.
Right. Yeah, too little to be vaccinated, so
So they're a month old.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
So-
they're yep, because they were born the 3rd or the 4th. We're not sure, so
So when did they get vaccinated?
we could do one at 5 weeks probably.
Another week.
Yeah, I'm amazed they haven't caught anything
I know.
yet, because it's, although I've tried, it's been with the Eternities being sick and these guys being sick and Aura's infections,
That's right.
Just-
Been exposed to a lot.
and they've been in the main
yeah,
part of the
and
house.
The little one probably didn't get any
colostrum,
colostrum.
and it wears off anyway after about 4 weeks. So
And you didn't. He didn't get the
Serum. no, because we didn't have enough. So
But he's thriving.
I know, I'm impressed with him. So that's good. So yep. So Aura's doing. Her snot rockets are much better. She was having quite big snot rockets, and her ear pus was very explosive for a couple weeks. But now, so it's better, but it's still, there's still some source of infection that we have not gotten. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's not her, like in her bones or something. But we'll just have
And
to.
it's just the 1 year.
It's just the 1 year. Yep. So we're going back on Wednesday for a recheck. They did good. They got
back
good.
to the specialist.
Yeah.
On the way down.
Yeah.
Pantry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All the way to the Vancouver. And what else? Mason, we're looking into a procedure that would install a permanent feeding tube.
That's exciting.
So, yeah.
So you just kind of
So then
insert food.
there's a liquid
Open.
kidney diet that we just go through the thing, and you have to flush the tube a couple times a day, but hopefully it could be,
That would save you a lot of
it would,
time, and all the meds would go in there.
Yeah.
At the same time.
because he doesn't love the meds.
No.
But we've done the best we can to get them in there, but it's, yeah.
And
So
you'd save so much on towels.
I know.
And
I know.
laundry and holes in all your towels.
And the hours it takes to feed him every day. Yeah.
And the stained
Yeah.
food stain
Yes.
in the chasing. But you still have to chase.
We will still have to chase him, but I think it will be much faster, and
You wouldn't feel it, right?
yeah, I think it would, because it forms a stoma. It goes in through his esophagus, so he would have a little collar that he would wear that would keep the, just sort of keep it protected, and then it forms like a stoma around the tube, and so I guess is, because I was concerned, would there be infections, or, but
Yeah, how do you keep it?
apparently it's pretty good, so
It's been tested, obviously. Right?
yeah.
Wonderful.
So that might make things easier for him, but his test results, he's as stable as he could possibly be, but still sort of going in the wrong direction slowly, but we're doing
But, as long as he's got these kittens, he's happy.
yeah, he
It
likes,
keeps him going.
yeah,
Entertained, and gives him a purpose.
yes it does. He
Wonderful purpose.
loves to
It
smush
loves
Peggy and Aura. He loves smushing Aura and he loves smushing Peggy.
His little piggy.
Mhm. Yeah, so cute.
So have you tried nursing on them?
Not yet. Peggy has like sort of, well, they both sort of rooted around in there, but I don't know why they keep ending up toward his butt.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So I'm surprised Peggy hasn't, but I'm
Yeah, I can see Piggy. because
yeah,
he does
because
not nurse.
he was never knew how to nurse. We tried, but yep,
So that leaves Puffs.
that leaves
Puffs
Puffs.
and the other cats.
Yes, Puff Puff. I know at some point I tried again to see if anyone would look into making the implants for him, but nobody's interested. So puppy. So at some point he'll have to have surgery,
Yeah.
but hopefully not for a while. They're high maintenance. My cats. That's why we can't overload too much.
Who's the one that's the least high maintenance?
Bunny and Bartlett. And even Pantsaroo he's got sediment in his bladder, so like a snow globe bladder, so.
With the green pea.
Yeah, I don't, his pee,
crystal pea.
I think it's Bartlett with the green pea, but we've had it tested and it's, I guess it's more acidic than, or less acidic than normal, but not anything to be concerned about. I guess sometimes it can indicate infection, but if it's more acidic, or so. Hopefully they're not like waiting out there and the camera has stalled out. I don't think they are. I don't see anyone.
Maybe they're walking back and forth.
Yeah, I'll go take it out if you are comfortable.
What are you doing there? Chicken? Hey, Mama. That's okay, Mommy. That's alright, Judith.
Good girl. Yeah, very good girl. Good mama. Hi, Ellie. Yeah, your people are coming. Good girl, mama. He's so handsome, so pretty. Yes, Judith. Yeah. Look at your mommy. Huh? What's you like? Would you like a treat? Treat? Mmm. Good girl. See? Right there. Look at Judith. We really never refuse anything. You want that one? Get it. Did you lose it? No, you don't want that one. No. Good girl, Judith. Alright, you gonna come out? Good girl. There's not a mean bone in these two. Never hissed. No claws, no teeth. Just perfect little cats. They were all in good disposition. Hi, honey, where are you going? You gonna go back on top? Where are you going? You wanna get on top? Come on. Come on, come on. Oh, Ellie, did you fall off? Okay. Oh, you're there. Oh, I saw you. I didn't see you there, Hans. Hey, come on up. Come on. This way. Oops. Come on. Here. Come here. It's all right. Come and see. Oh, you like the Julia? Come on. Hi. Those treats. Some treats there. You want to go in the cube? Oh, you want to sniff? Yeah. Okay, nice girls in there. You want to, Marie?
Can you jump up there? What is Phyllis there? Come on, can you jump up there? Huh?
I thought they were coming in, but it was someone's turn. Oh, sorry, over there.
Oh gosh.
What a
Oh,
box
isn't
is this?
cute?
Little
Who's
stockings.
Aww,
I know.
they will love that.
She was like, I bought it before Woodstock.
Perfect. Oh, well, he's
And we
Siblings.
remember their brother.
the two sister and brother. Now he's got two siblings. That's cute. That's really cute. Very pretty.
Next door. Maybe I'll go check next door. Probably be happier with just you in here.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I'll keep an eye out for them.
Ready? Come. Come and see me. Come here. Do you want to get brush? Good girl. Yeah. Come on in. A little treat. Oops. This one is. Good girl. Well, come on. Oh, you want to stay behind there. Good girl. You can smell the strange kitties in here. I think they're very nice girls. Super friendly, a little shy, but super, super nice. Very gentle. Never really hissing, never really punching. Just very, Judith is very loving. She purrs. She's a lap kitten. Almost a lap kitten. Mom is very sweet, very good mom. No shy, but we have to remember they've had ringworm bats and mints, bunny suits, so that's all scary stuff. But now they have to get used to the hand, and they like it. Bare hands. Oh, alligator butt. You give me an alligator butt, huh?
sweetie. I'll be back in a minute. Hi, Mommy. Are you gonna come out? Huh? Good, Mommy. Hey, Freya. You're beautiful.